2 minutes.
Let's chant Omkar together. Om. 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 Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo, Maheshwaraha, Guru Sakshat, Parabrahma, Tasmai Shri, Gurave Namaha, Sadashiva, Samarambhat, Shankaracharya, Madhyama, Asmadacharya, Paryantam, Vande, Guru Paramparam, Harihi Om, Shri Gurubhyo Namaha, Harihi Om. My pronouns to all. Slowly open your eyes. Okay, so let's hear from you on uh, what is the understanding so far. Any questions? If there are no questions, what are the answers? Radhika?
Yeah, for me, Guruji, I mean, I've been attending so many sessions of yours, so theoretically it is clear. My reason to keep attending your session is to just imbibe that, soak that knowledge again and again, as many times as possible.
Okay. So how many times it's needed?
There is no limit. I mean,
Okay.
I don't know how long, how many times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's the I?
I is not me, the ego.
Okay. So who
Sorry.
are you?
Yeah, sorry. To understand that knowledge that I am not the ego, I, the ego, need to imbibe that knowledge again and again.
What? It's like ego is a bottomless pit, no? The more you keep putting it, it's not going anywhere. No matter how much knowledge is given. So the example given is there is a donkey. Donkey is carrying Bhagavad Gita book. Okay. So donkey is carrying Bhagavad Gita book. How many years should the donkey carry Bhagavad Gita book to get enlightened? Every day it carries up the mountain, down the mountain, up the mountain, down the mountain. So how many years it should continue this work to get enlightened?
Unless it understands that it is not the donkey.
By carrying the book up and down, will it work?
No,
No.
by imbibing that knowledge,
What is imbibing?
by understanding thoroughly what's written in that book.
And how does that happen? How does the understanding clearly happen?
Through jnana, through continuous listening, shravana,
Okay.
and practicing it in real life through karma yoga for some people.
Okay. Okay. See, the thing is, the reality is, ego cannot get enlightened. Okay, you cannot get it. if you get it, that means it's like getting anything in the world. What happens to anything that you get in the world?
It doesn't last long.
It doesn't last long. So if I say I get enlightened, then that means by the fact that I'm getting it, that means I lose it also. So it is not a matter of getting something. First thing, it is what you already are. It is realizing it, that you're already that. So it's like somebody is somewhere, is in the new city, and asking directions. Where is this street? Okay. That person says, you are in it. Okay. You're already standing in it. Then you realize, oh, okay, I'm in that street already. So you are in the street, but you don't have experience of it. You understand? When somebody points out, hey, you're already in the street, this is the street that you're looking for, then you realize, oh, I'm in the street. I'm in the street that I'm looking for. So that is the case with realization. You are Brahman, but you think you are something else. Okay. It is just a correction of that wrong notion. Now that correction is is not a matter of how many times I listen. Okay, because there's nothing more to listen, nothing more to tell. The teaching is you're not the body, you're not the mind, you're not the intellect, you are self. There's no more teaching than that. That is the final teaching. That's the first class, that's the last class. Okay, there's nothing more to tell apart from you're not the body, mind, intellect, you're not what you think you are. You are Brahman, Shivoham, Shivoham. Okay, now that is not, if that is not acceptable to you, you have to ask question why it's not acceptable. Okay. Now, in that dialogue between stating what is the problem, why you are not able to accept it, you'll come to a crystal clear clarity that to a point where there is no more rejection from within. There's no more force within you rejecting it. You're very clear. Okay. So enlightenment in the sense is is actually search for wisdom. This is wisdom. Gnana is enlightenment. Okay. And gnana will remove agnana. And when agnana is gone, gnana, agnana both disappear. So after agnana is gone, you don't need, like when the blind man is holding a stick. If the doctor does a surgery, after that, the stick is not required. In the same way, the gnana is given. You're not the body, mind, intellect. Then when there is a self-recognition that, yes, like how somebody says, oh, yes, I'm here. It is a self-recognition. Like you're sitting in the function, you're eating food, somebody goes on feeding you, putting the items one after the other, right? Then you say, no, I'm full. I can't eat anymore. The other person cannot judge how full you are. You have to tell, I'm full. So I am full, who knows? You.
Right.
So it is a self-luminous knowledge that yes, I am Brahman. And that is Gnana. Now that I am Brahman becomes a Gnana because of Shravana, it directly penetrates the intellectual layer, because it's intellectually appealing. And the Guru will give, nice examples and logic. So you don't have counter logic. You can't counter the logic. Any counter logic that you give, somehow this Guruji seems to break it. So it intellectually it becomes clear. But the intellectual layer, it's only at a data level, because of whatever data is fed. It's like AI, chat GPT. Whatever data is there, it will use that and it will repeat. Okay. So we have an intellectual layer. We have a much deeper layer, which is uh, the subconscious layer. Okay. Which is a more, I would say, like a lot of programs, it's an instinctive layer. A layer of programs, a layer of impressions, a layer of data, memory, right? Past, desire, all that instinctive layer. Then there's the intellectual layer. Then there is a intuitive layer, a much higher layer. Okay. Then comes a layer of supreme intelligence. That is Brahman. Now, instinctive layer is the bottommost. What is instinctive layer? What is instinct?
Gut feeling.
Instinct is it's a program. Like you go behind a donkey, which is carrying Bhagavad Gita. What will the donkey do? Because it's carrying Bhagavad Gita, it'll treat you in a different way.
Mm.
What will the donkey do?
It'll do what it's supposed to do, kick,
It will do
because that.
what it's programmed to do.
Mm.
It will kick. Okay, that is the instinct. That is the program of the donkey. The donkey can't do anything else. Okay, so instinct is it is hard coded. So now the subconscious mind, the subconscious layer has so many programs that programs and impression from past life, all these programs become your tendencies, your nature, which is not true. It is just the animal instinct. Like something is kept in front of you, some food is kept in front of you, you have to have it. Okay, it's very instinctive. So what is anger? It's instinctive. It is reactive. So how much of your life is instinctive? And the instinct overrides intellect. You understand? For example, there's a word donkey. So in the let's say the workplace or some public place, somebody calls it donkey. What is the instinct?
Get angry.
I- Instinct is to act like a donkey. Okay? Instinctively, you have no option. Somebody pushed a button, but it's like a machine. In the machine, you push a button, the machine will respond. You have seen those machine in the office, no? For Coca-Cola and what is that? To get some vending machine. Okay? You push some button, you put some money, it'll vend you something. So human being is practically a vending machine of instincts. So that is why there was a Russian master called Gurdjieff. So Gurdjieff is an enlightened guru. So his master told him, you spend time in isolation, okay? And he gave him the teaching and the practice. Come back after these many days. So Gurdjieff comes back, and the master tells him, okay, let's go walking in the marketplace. They both of them going in the marketplace. They look at all the people. Now Gurdjieff is earlier before Gnana. He is just blends in with the people. Now he looks at all the people. He feels everybody's like a robot. Okay, every word that somebody's saying, their speech, their action, their reaction, everything is like a programmed behavior. Okay, so he tells his master, everybody appears like a machine to me. Why? Because now he is no longer a machine. He's become free from his machine, his programs. So until you become free from the instinctive layer, everything appears normal to you. It's like in the madhouse, all mad people think everybody is normal. Okay, you're outside the madhouse, if you call them mad. For a Gnani, it is the same thing. He looks at everybody and he says, everybody's mad. It's a mad world. For Gnani, people appear mad. Okay? So please understand, once you've crossed over the instinctive layer, many of the behavior, instinctive behavior, see for you, for example, donkey, you have a notion that there is a possibility I can exist without kicking somebody who's standing behind me. Okay? But you look at the donkey, you will feel, oh, it is running by a program. Correct? Now, that same principle you don't apply to human beings. Some human beings are programmed to shout. Okay? Somebody is programmed to be sad. Like the fire is programmed to burn. Somebody is programmed to act certain way. That you don't accept. So one fundamental spiritual teaching is the principle of tatatha. Have you heard of tatatha? Have I told you earlier? पन्नू जी सुना है आपने tatatha सुना है क्या
Mm.
है? Tatatha means uh, it is the way it is. Okay. Donkey kicks. Tatatha. Fire burns. Tatatha. Boss shouts. Tatatha. Okay. Stock market goes up and down. Tatatha. Life is ups and downs. Tatatha. So everything is perfectly working the way it is. Okay. But I don't accept that. I want things to work the way I want it to work.
Mm.
Gautam, it makes sense to you?
Um, yeah, Guruji. Guruji, but I have a doubt.
Yeah. Wait, was
So I've
it's clear?
yeah, this is clear.
Instinct
But
is now you have all chat GPT and artificial intelligence and all that.
yeah,
Human beings are practically that. A child is like a pure machine without any program. Many people come and write dump program, not even write. You're dumped. It's dumped onto you.
mm,
And you grow up thinking it is yours.
yeah,
समझ
Guruji.
में आ
But
रहा है? हाँ.
I've heard somewhere that for a jnani, everyone else seems like a jnani. So how do I reconcile that?
I'll come to that. For a Gnani, everybody appears as himself or herself. Okay?
Okay.
Gnani sees self alone. Like a scientist, for scientists, water is H2O.
Mm,
Poison is also H2O. But will the scientist drink poison?
no.
Essentially, he knows both are the same. In the same way, Gnani knows. So I'll tell you a joke that Ramakrishna used to tell. Sri Ramakrishna Paramahamsa used to tell, everybody is God, everything is God. Okay, because he can see Kalima also. Everything is God. He says, everything is God. Lion is also God. But you please make sure you bow down to the God in lion from a distance.
Oh.
Okay. Don't go, oh God, don't go to hug the lion. Then the lion will eat you. Okay. So for Gnani, everything is, the perception is, there's no change in the perception, not that he'll see light everywhere. He is able to recognize the essential nature of everything as divine. But he will deal with it the way it needs to be dealt with. Okay. For a Krishna, Arjuna is divine, Duryodhana is divine. But they're treated based on their impressions and the role in the world. It is like this: you're playing a role in the uh, drama. Okay, in the drama, Ramayana drama is going on, right? You are an actor. The other person is also actor. Everybody's an actor. Everybody's same. But
Yeah.
for the sake of the role on the stage, you will deal with the other person as the role that he's taken up. You
Yeah.
understand?
Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
For a Gnani, everybody is self. His or her own self. He doesn't see Agnani. That is why the Gnani Guru doesn't see Agnana in you. That Agnana is part of your perception. For his perception is not there. That is why the Guru is able to correct the Agnana. Because it's not a reality for him. You understand? But when the Gnani deals with you, deals with the world, he deals with the world the way uh, the world is programmed. So somebody goes and tells, like the scientist, he knows the poison is also water. It doesn't drink the poison. It's discrimination. Like earring is gold, earring is gold, chain is gold. Everything is gold,
Yeah.
correct? Do you put the earring here? No. Why not? It has its role.
Purpose. Yeah.
But it's gold. You know it's gold. In the same way, Gnani knows Brahman alone exists. But that doesn't mean he or she will. Uh, of course, in dealing with the world, Krishna, when he deals with Duryodhana, when he deals with Arjuna, from a love and compassion perspective, there's no change. Not that Arjuna gets less love, that Duryodhana gets less love. No. For Arjuna and Duryodhana, Krishna has same compassion and love. Please don't think there's a change in compassion, love, and blessing. There's no change in that. But there is a change in outer behavior based on the recipient. And that is only to help the person grow. Like the mother may shout at the child, not that there is a hate for the child, because the mother is compassionate. The mother wants the child to correct itself or give good direction. That's the only difference. Do you understand?
Yeah. Yeah.
And Gnani's behavior is not instinctive, in the sense not programmed. That's why Gnani is unpredictable. Gnani can never be predicted because Gnani doesn't run on programs. He or she has become free from programs, and that is called Gnana. Free from the hold of programs, the program to override the discrimination. Okay. Gnani uses the program. Gnani also has programs, but the Gnani uses the program. But the programs don't use the Gnani. Okay. For other people, that choice is only not there. First of all, you don't know that you're programmed. A. And you think you're not programmed, that you are enlightened, you are free. Okay, I have free will. I can do whatever I want. You think, first you don't know you have program. Then you don't accept you have program. Okay, so people when they go, the husband and wife go to the doctor. Okay, then the one spouse is very clear. I have no problem, doctor. This person has all the problem. Please correct this person. Okay, so I have no problem. All the problem is with somebody else. Does it sound familiar? I am very correct, but this is the problem in my life. Something else is the problem in life. The real spiritual journey is when you realize the problem is in me. The problem is always in me. There's no problem outside. Outside is tatata, it's perfect. Okay. Somewhere the problem is in me, my impressions, my vasanas. That has to be correct. Okay. So instinctive layer is clear. Now the instinctive layer creates many, many problems. It creates using the language. It creates many, many problems. Okay. For example, there is a language that happens inside your head, a language that you use. So I use the word, let's say I use the word donkey. Okay. I use the word donkey. Does it hurt you? I told you, no? Somebody in the public place uses the word donkey, calls you donkey. What happens?
I get angry,
Why you get
probably.
angry?
Because it's told to me that being called a donkey is bad.
It's insulting. Okay.
Yeah.
So the word donkey is somewhere there is a overlay you hear the word in the ears. Okay. Then that ear goes to your data record pulls a record. Two records it pulls. One is a record of donkey, what donkey means, and another record that donkey is bad. That nobody ever put inside you. You understand? Somebody calls you, oh, you look like a hero. You look like that hero. Okay. Then immediately what record is pulled? The image of that hero is pulled, and the concept of beauty is pulled. Okay. And another concept is pulled, that This is good. Okay. And another concept is pulled, that it is increases my self-worth. So many layers and layers of concept that have nothing to do with that object is pulled out. You understand what I'm trying to say? Everybody, पन्ना जी समझ में आ रहा है?
Mm-hmm.
ये सब कहाँ से आ रहा है? This is what computers don't have. That's why they're better than us. Computer, if you tell cat, it'll show you image of cat. It has no understanding of cute. It has no understanding of comparison with dog. Cat is bad, good or bad. Then, oh, I love cat. All that is not there. All that is that we infer and we learn from looking at somebody. So there's this nice video in the internet of the children, their babies. The babies they bring real snakes. Have you seen that? The non-poisonous snakes, and they put it with the babies. Have everybody seen that? You can see,
Yeah.
right? देखा है आपने पनल जी?
हाँ देखा है.
देखा है? How the babies react?
They don't react. They are playing with the snake.
They are playing with the snake because they have never
Hmm.
learned that you should be scared of the snake.
Hmm.
ये concept किसने डाला उसमें? So you
Society. Hmm.
see from observing. The child learns from observing.
Hmm.
Okay, it observes, and that learning from observation starts from within the womb. It learns from the reactions of the mother. Okay, it learns from when it's born, it learns from people. The baby, if the parent is there, the mother is there, and if the mother screams looking at the snake, the
Snake.
baby starts crying. Okay, if the mother is not there, if it has never seen how the mother reacts to it, it is natural reaction, which is embracing. You understand? So
Hmm.
now every time, when did you learn words? When did you learn sentences?
2 years old, I guess.
When you were learning how to speak, mama, papa, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Right? When you learn to words, you learn also to associate certain attributes to those words, which were not taught to you, which you picked up. But at that time, you didn't have a way to filter what is right, what is wrong. And even till today, you continue to live with those concepts. So every word comes with its concepts. Okay, Guru means there's some concept will come. Okay, for you, maybe some reverence will come. For somebody, some hate will come because of some experience with some Guru. You understand? So every word comes with some inference, some notions, and that is what keeps on running in your head. So your instincts, your instinctive behavior, the words, the programs, they all together keep you like a machine. So you are practically what are you? What is it called? What is a machine called with programs, which moves and does actions?
Robot.
Robot. So everybody can repeat. I am
I am.
a
I
robot.
am a
I am a
robot.
robot.
Acceptable?
Yeah.
You are not a human being. So this is what Krishna told Arjuna 5,000 years ago in the Bhagavad Gita. Don't accuse me, okay? I am not telling you this. Sri Krishna Paramatma in the Bhagavad Gita 5,000 years ago told to Arjuna, Yantra Rudani Maya. Okay? Human beings, Manushya Nam Yantra Rudani Maya means human beings are Yantra means, but at that time they didn't have concept of Terminator and robot. Otherwise, he would have told robot. He used the word Yantra, the closest to a robot. So I am a robot. So you look at your day. Okay, I get up at this time. Okay, and as soon as I get up, I want tea. or I want to eat something. As soon as I get up, I have a habit of doing this work. Okay. And I talk to people this, I do these things. I think these thoughts. Okay. I behave this way. Right. I have desire for these things. That's the fuel for the day, right? Isn't that a programmed behavior?
Mhm.
कुछ नया है? Is that a spontaneous life or programmed life?
Program life.
Programmed life. And so deep into program that you don't know such clear concept. So you are living in a stream, let's say your life. So at this point of time, you're somewhere in life, mid journey in life. Okay. What is in my life? Job. Okay. Why job? To earn money. Okay. So then you have so many concepts around that. Then family. Okay. Then health. So you are in some struggle to get somewhere. Don't even know whether it's really working or not. Don't even know if that's the right direction. So we recently heard in the Kumbh Mela, right? In the Kumbh Mela, some boatman made 30 crores in 45 days, right? Anybody has earned so much in their entire career working, all with big degrees, okay, PhDs, right? Did you hear, Gautam?
Yeah, yeah, I heard.
It's a family of innocent people. 30
Right.
crores in 45 days. Can you even imagine?
No.
And we know life because of I have a degree. I have a master's degree from a big university in America. And these people become case studies to you guys.
Yeah.
You will invite them to give talk, case, right? Case study. Okay, some village in India, somebody is making a couple of crores selling mushrooms. Okay, and he works 2 hours a day. Okay, for in one season, 3 months or something, and you work 10, 20 years, still not able to match his freedom, joy, relaxation, stress free, no boss. Okay, no timesheets, no leave approval. Can you imagine how programmed you are that you think this is life? This is how everybody's life is. There's no other way out. सबका life ऐसा ही है. Mortgage, okay, work, then 16 hours work, then I have to reply to a job, then promotion step by step. It's a pre-defined model that I'm stuck to. Radhika ji is making sense.
I have a lot of questions. Uh, Firstly, you said that we spoke that people are living a very autonomous life, like get up in the morning, do this, that. But isn't discipline necessary in life? Um,
A discipline for what? You're in the army, is it?
Not in the army, but I mean,
You tell me how much of it is discipline, how much that is program.
see, early in the
Has
morning
discipline
doing
taken you
puja.
anywhere in life?
It has not, but I'm sure that it will
Then drop
because
it.
of the belief.
No, this is the concept. This is the concept. Buddha practiced discipline for 6 years. Okay, extreme discipline. Okay, and up to a point where he was only eating one meal a day, and then he decided I'm not going to even eat that. Extreme discipline that even it's humanly not possible. Okay, then he understood all this is nonsense. Discipline doesn't work. Then when he
No,
dropped the discipline, he got enlightened.
no, I mean like being early in the morning, being thankful or having gratitude for what you already have, doing puja part, and doing your nitya karma, like serving the family. All this, won't it give a purity of mind, and then eventually we can use that purity to gain jnana?
This is the eventuality that I'm talking about. Now you have come to that point now. Okay, now is the time to drop it, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, हो गया सब.
Hmm.
Okay. After that, if whatever is naturally required, you do it. Okay, if you have to be disciplined, you be disciplined. If there's a child, to teach the child, you should behave in a certain way, behave that. But don't work as a machine, is what I'm trying to say. Okay, somebody moves from a instinctive out of the instinctive layer doesn't mean he will become uh, what is that, uncontrollable or indisciplined or goes beyond, starts breaking the law, nothing like that.
Mm,
So she simply becomes free from the mental prison. That's all.
mm,
You become free from the mental prison of all concepts. Becoming free from all concepts is called enlightenment, including becoming free from the concept of enlightenment.
mm.
Enlightenment is a concept. Like I told you, you cannot get it, because if you get it, you will lose it. So what you're seeking is not enlightenment. What you're seeking is that wisdom, which will liberate you from concepts, which will free you from your programs, okay? Which will help you rest in your true self, which is unconditional, which is not the body, not the mind, not the intellectual layer, but your pure true self, without any name, without any form, without any past, without any future. Just a pure presence in the present moment. Why is the discipline there? What is in the background of discipline?
A program which is already set saying that if you are in discipline, you will
What
lead a good life.
background of discipline is fear. All our schools made us disciplined. Okay? कहाँ पहुंचे हम? You are disciplined in your school, Gautam?
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not saying substitute that with indiscipline. Substitute that with a discriminative self-discipline. Okay? Self-discipline comes out of discrimination. So you have to see what is a program, what is necessary, what is unnecessary, and become free from it.
But how do I know what is a program and what is not? What if what I'm thinking right now is also a program?
You tell me. How do I know what is program and what is not program?
Because whenever I feel like I'm doing something and then in hindsight it seems like a program. Maybe this is also a program. I don't know, like where does it stop?
Everything is a program.
Okay.
Every single thing that coming in your mind is a program.
Then you said a jnani is acts spontaneously at the moment.
Yeah.
So how do I know which thoughts are aligned with that and which thoughts are just my program?
The Gnani also knows, that is also part of the knowing, that this is
Okay.
a program.
Okay.
It is a spontaneous, like a child which is free from program, doesn't have this question.
Yeah.
It is just there. Okay. It just is, and it's in bliss. So for a
Okay.
Gnani, the Gnani just is. Okay, he's a spontaneous force of life. In the present moment, whatever is required for the present moment, he or she will do it. Completely unbiased, completely uninfluenced by the past or the future. Totally in the present. That's why in the story of there's a story of Buddha. Buddha usually had big many students. First, one of the students asked Buddha, "What is enlightenment?" So Buddha holds a flower. Buddha holds a flower. He goes on looking at it. He goes on looking at it almost 2 hours. Right? 2 hours. Okay, if I go on looking at my hand for 5 minutes, you will exit the call. Okay, 2 hours. He goes on looking at the flower, and there's one student. He starts laughing. His name is Mahakashyap. Mahakashyapa starts laughing. Then Buddha gives him the flower, tells him, "You are enlightened." Okay. Then other people didn't understand what is happening. I asked the question. Buddha is holding a flower. This person is laughing. Buddha is giving him the flower. Kya ho raha hai? Mahakashapa understands what is enlightenment. In Buddha looking at the flower. What did you understand from Buddha looking at the flower?
Nothing.
If you were looking at a girl, you would understand something. He's looking at a flower. Ravi, what did you understand? Buddha is looking at a flower. क्या है उसमें?
Just being in the present.
That's all. Being here and now. Can you look at anything for more than 1 minute? Even the thing that you like. Can you look at it for more than 5 minutes?
No.
Fortunately, I'm doing these classes. Only in this class, you look at my face for 1 hour, 2 hours. Otherwise, even when you're talking to your spouse, do you even look at the face?
No.
देखते हैं आप शपन्ना जी, शांति जी वो कहीं घूम रहे हैं, आप काम कर रहे हैं, बात कर रहे हैं, राइट?
ज्यादा देखने से नुक्स ही निकलता है गुरुजी।
हाँ, ज्यादा देखने से सब इंस्टिंक्ट आता है,
हाँ,
राइट?
ये नहीं किया, वो नहीं किया। हाँ।
Gautam, do you look at your book for 2 hours?
Yeah,
For 2 hours, you look.
sometimes, I don't know, rarely.
So,
Before the exam.
so when Buddha looks at the flower, he is totally in the present moment. No influence of the past or the future. That is called enlightenment, where no instinct is triggering, no craving is triggering. You cannot look at a flower or anything because when you're looking at a site, your mind is already craving for the next site. Okay? You are sitting in the coffee shop, already planning the next action for afternoon. You have gone out to have breakfast with somebody. Lunch mein kya khaye? Our mind is already gone to lunch. Okay? Then dinner. Then next week. Let's go there next week. Okay? Then day before has passed. Are you ever in the present moment without the past and the future? You are in this class thinking, oh, last class was better. Guruji ne kitna हंसाया था तब. कुछ joke बोला था. What was that joke? Let me recollect. Right? This is not going. I'm not understanding. Right? You're already comparing the present moment with something. And that is a constant working of the mind. Constantly evaluating the present moment based on some framework of something which you even don't understand. Okay, that framework is a valid framework. Let's look at that. But do you even understand the framework of comparison, Gautam? This is not okay. Today is not okay. Compared to what? Compared to childhood. Okay, that's some vague idea. Compared to what? Compared to I was, okay, India, I was doing mazai with my friends. I came here where nobody looks at me. Compared to what? Some vague ideas. But the irony is, 5 saal baad, today will look very nice. Because 5 saal baad, you will get married. Then you'll think, oh, I'm so happy alone in doing MS. So free I was. समझ आ रहा है? Do you understand?
Yeah.
5 saal baad, when the body is, for older people, when the body is ill, you'll think, oh, today was better. But today, that day was better. So do you see the games of the mind?
Yeah.
So can we conclude clearly that the mind is constantly playing games that even it doesn't understand?
Yeah.
So the logic of the rules of the game, even it doesn't understand. Some collage work it does. Iska life dekh liya. So now it's even worse. You on Instagram and Facebook, you see somebody or ka life. You don't even know what is real, what is real. Okay? Real kya hai, real kya hai? मालूम बता? You understand the difference? And you will think, okay, that person is going on the holiday with the husband and wife. That wife is putting my forever love and putting all hearts. Then you look at your husband and get angry. This fellow has never done anything like that to me. He never bought me flowers. But you don't know the background that she went herself to the shop and bought flowers and posting that my husband gave me the flowers. You understand? And you think because of knowledge, you understand the knowledge that you have, you understand life. So in the Matrix, there is a very nice scene. Have you all seen the Matrix? How many of you seen the
Yeah.
Matrix? Okay. So Matrix, he gets programmed. He will learn martial arts. Okay, it's a program. He learns program completely, and he opens his eyes and he tells, what does he tell? Now I know Kung Fu. Now I know how to fight. Then he'll tell, okay, his friend will tell, okay, show me how. Then the both of them go into the simulation where he loses the fight. Then his teacher tells him, do you think you lost because in the simulation, I am better than you? You understand the question? Do you think you lost? Both of them are in the simulation. Everything is unreal in the simulation. That room is unreal. The body that they're using is unreal. Everything is unreal. Okay. And he says, in the condition where everything is unreal, you think I won because I have some unreal advantage over you? Then he asks him, then this guy is panting for breath. Then he asks him, do you think there is oxygen you're breathing right now? You understand? You remember that scene? So he he realizes, oh, everything is unreal. Even the concept that this fellow is better than me is unreal. You understand? Then he wins. Everything is a concept. You understand? Every single thing is a concept. Can you be free from that concept? Is the question. And you don't know you're in concept until you meet a Sadguru. That is the very reason for a living master. That is the greatness of the living master. That is the need. So without a living master, you will never know about programs, that you're in a program. You will live in another program that I know. So there are many, many people, you go to so-called spiritual places, live in various levels of delusion. Okay? Because there's no living master to correct them, correct their understanding. Without the living master, the mind loses its touch with reality. The living master's greatest job is to bring you to ground, earth. Okay? Otherwise, you're flying with your own concepts. Concept of liberation, concept of God, concept of karma, concept of uh, what is that? Uh, experiences, spiritual experiences. Until you meet the master, and master will tell everything is nonsense, including enlightenment. So when Bodhidharma went to Bodhidharma from India, there's a master. Have you heard of Bodhidharma?
Yeah.
Bodhidharma is the one who took Buddhism from India to China. So Bodhidharma he was an enlightened master. He took the teaching to China. In the China, there's a king that has a dialogue with Bodhidharma. The king asks about Buddha. He says, "Oh, Buddha is such a great person." Okay, Bodhidharma is telling everything is Maya, everything is illusion. Then the king tells, "Oh, what about Buddha? He saw 500 lifetimes in his meditation." Then Bodhidharma tells, "Buddha was dreaming. It's all a big dream." Okay, so you come to that level of clarity where you are able to drop all nonsense, all concepts, including the concept of karma, including the concept of moksha. And that's why Krishna tells, Sarva dharman parityajya. Okay, drop all concepts. To help you drop the concept of liberation, first of all, to desire for liberation is the job of the master. Okay, then you go to the master. Oh, please give me enlightenment. Please give me enlightenment. Okay, then the master helps you drop that concept. That is the job of the master. You understand? So to get you to the desire of enlightenment so that you leave all nonsense desire. So master will tell you have to have desire, right? Have the highest desire. That's called desire of mother of all desires. That is desire for enlightenment. Then to fulfill that desire, Gnana is given. You realize that my nature is Brahman. I am Brahman. Okay? And that is the result of Gnana, dialogue. It is not a result of how many years. It is not a matter of how much time. It is a matter of recognition, here and now. The moment you say it sometime in the future, again a concept has come. What concept has come?
It takes time for enlightenment.
You will be alive tomorrow.
Okay.
That I will be alive tomorrow is a reality or concept?
Concept.
Pannaji, I will be alive tomorrow is reality or concept?
It's concept.
Radhika, is it reality or concept? Then how can, so you see the absurdity? You see the absurdity in this? Knowledge, okay? Knowledge is a matter of, what is that? Brain function. Do you know how your brain function will be tomorrow? Can any doctor guarantee your brain function? So why are you living by a concept? Here and now, understand, I am that. I am Brahman. Now, how to understand here and now that you have to ask question. Okay, that is the opportunity with the master, with the guru, right? You are there so that you use that opportunity to resolve that which is blocking your enlightenment. And that is the only place it will happen. There's nowhere else it will happen. You understand? Clear? So you have so what is the first understanding? I am a
Robot.
I am a robot. Okay. Somebody else also says robot. And that robot is programmed to be a certain way. Why are you getting agitated? Right? And that's called tatatha. Please understand. When you look at the world, you are look at is as an order, a natural order. Okay? It is a impersonal natural order. Do you understand that? But you think it is a personal uh, individual decision that somebody is making to behave certain way. Let's say you're in a different country. Somebody makes a racist comment at you. Has anybody made a racist comment at you? Anybody? Anybody has been nobody. Very blessed people. Okay. Somebody makes Panna ji, आपको नहीं किया?
Indirectly किया गुरुजी, but
Indirectly.
हाँ.
Okay. So when directly or indirectly, when somebody does something onto you, you think it's a personal attack. There is nothing personal in the universe. Okay? Everything is just a movement of the whole. Everything that is happening has behind it, okay, let's say somebody threw a racial abuse at you. Okay. That is the effect. What is the cause?
Programming.
That is programming is generalization, no? What is the cause?
Okay.
Specific cause. Specific program.
That I'm different from the other person.
How many causes are there?
Thousands, millions.
How many causes are there? Radhika, Ravi, how many causes could be there?
There could be as many causes as that person who's making that remark feels.
You are there.
Based on
That's also one cause.
Sorry?
You are in front of him for whatever reason. That is also one cause.
Yes, yeah.
How many causes led you to be there?
Infinite.
Infinite. One word coming out of his mouth, his or her mouth, infinite causes. You being there to receive that word, infinite causes.
Yeah.
And what do you think? One word, who's the cause? One person, that fellow. You understand? That is the generalization that your mind does, and that causes the reaction, instinctive reaction. You understand? Now let's say at that moment, when there is a perception that you hear those words, and there's an understanding of multiple causes. Now, who will you hold blame? Who will you hold responsible for it? Can you hold anybody responsible for it?
No.
Can you hold yourself responsible for it?
No.
That is called surrender. But where not holding anybody responsible, being incapable of holding anybody responsible out of the clarity that there are infinite causes is the definition of surrender. You have an understanding that it's working of totality. And who is totality?
Ishvara.
Ishvara, Lord. So who is scolding you?
I don't know.
Lord is scolding me.
Okay.
So am I good?
Right.
This person is only postman. That's called surrender.
Okay.
That is why the Gnani is not perturbed. Not because Gnani is some horns, extra power. Okay, you tell the Gnani something and nothing happens to inside Gnani is empty, nothing like that. The only difference in the Gnani is the Gnani, the whole, he or she is able to see the whole picture. The whole picture is a deep, not even a deep, a clear understanding that anything has to happen in the universe. There is no individual cause. There are infinite causes. And that infinite causes, how can anybody try to control? Whenever you make a statement about the future that this should happen, what are you trying to say? This should happen is an effect. Give me an example of something should happen. Anybody? I should get a promotion. Okay, I should get a promotion. Or I should get a job. Okay, I should get a job or a promotion is an effect. But do you understand all the causes that needs to go behind to make it to happen?
Yeah.
What all should happen to make it happen?
I should exist.
That we
Then
can't
the
even
world should.
think of, right?
Yeah.
The AI, somebody should not invent an AI that will take over my job. Okay, then Trump should be in a good mood so that he doesn't put some policy. So war should not happen in the country, right? Mosquito should not bite me, then I'll get dengue and I can't attend the interview. So many infinite things. My brain should function so that I can answer the questions. Correct? All my family members should be hale and hearty because any disturbance there, my attention will go there.
Yeah.
How many, if you go on listing, you can't even list. Infinite things have to happen for anything to happen in the universe. Please understand.
Mm.
And who is doing all that infinite things?
Ishvara again.
And that infinite and that Ishvara is operating through your body also. You are also part of that machine.
Mm.
You are also not the doer. You are also only a machine for the universe to do something. You understand?
Yeah.
Let's say
Yeah.
you are taking somebody's interview, Saji, or let's say you are hiring somebody. You are taking the interview, right? That you taking the interview also, you are part of the universal plan for that person to get a job. You understand? If the universe has decided to give that person the job, you will get that thought, okay, this person is good, even though that person was bad. You have no choice. Please understand. Is that clear?
Yeah.
So your life is not your life. Your thoughts are not your thoughts. Your actions are not your actions. Then what am I doing here? Okay. Then you realize, then who am I? Is the question.
Mm.
So you realize that The thoughts, I'm not. That means mind. Thought is mind. I'm not the mind. Actions is not me. Mind, actions is body. I'm not body. Okay? And who am I? I'm not the body, I'm not the mind. Who am I?
The witness of all this.
The one who is the witness. And that witness is pure awareness. That awareness is of supreme intelligence. If you allow it to be. Okay? If you are unidentified with the body and mind, okay? If you're unidentified with the instinct, if you're unidentified with the intellect, a new layer opens up. It's called layer of intuition. Okay? Enlightenment is opening up of that layer. Intuition and higher intelligence. Intuition is that which you have already killed, which is your greatest ability as a human being. That is, the intuition is killed by one is your schooling system. Our schooling system has killed our intuition. Okay, it has defined life is like this. It has to be like this. You have to get a job. If you don't, and you are based measured on marks. Okay, if you get this much marks, you are good. If you get less marks, your life is ruined. Okay, one of my students, he works in a mental health company. So they help corporates set up mental health processes. Okay, the statistics of, and they help to their main metrics that they work on is to reduce the suicide rate in companies in the country, in colleges, mainly in colleges, okay, IITs. This the numbers are mind-boggling. The number of students committing suicide in IITs. IIT, and if they're in IIT, that means they're already brilliant, right? They're already a part of the cream. Now you're in IIT, and IIT has such a like the statistics are very horrible. What does that tell? It is so deeply ingrained. Now intellectual layer will not work. You think these children don't have intellectual layer? They're very intellectual. Okay, they have studied. They are very intellectual. But what overrides? The deep program instinct overrides. The deep subconscious impression that has been put in school from a very young age, every month, every year, after every test, that if you don't, or if you're not number one, you cannot live. Okay, that has been programmed for 15 years, 15, 17 years, every day, every test, every monthly test. All of us wrote monthly tests. Okay,
Yeah.
you have to get signature from the parents. Anna ji, आपने देखा monthly test? आप समझ रहे हैं?
हाँ
This is
हाँ
real
बिल्कुल।
story. This is actual statistics. Okay, so last week he was here. We were discussing about something, and he told me the statistics that is happening in India. I'm sure it is there in other parts of the world as well, where uh, the drastic measures taken by people for insignificant thing, ruining their life, is phenomenal numbers. Now, why is that happening? Somewhere there's no understanding of life. Somewhere there's a deep programming that is overriding the intellectual layer. That is the need of spirituality. Spiritual people have lost the strength, emotional strength, spiritual strength. Okay? Little bit fire, you want to jump away. You understand? Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Everybody? So, spirituality, the unplugging from the programs, unplugging from the intellectual uh, concepts, helps you rise in energy and to rise to higher center, Atma and Sahasrara. Instinct is lower chakras, Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipura. There are three lower chakras. Okay? And people spend lifetimes in that lower chakra, instinct, like a machine. You live lifetime like a machine. Birth, growth, some procreation, family, disease, death. Okay? It goes on and on and on. Then there's an intellectual layer, which is much higher. Okay? From intellectual layer, you cross over. There is an intuitive layer. That intuition is a higher layer, where you live a life based on intuition, not instinct. In any situation, you are intuitive. What is intuitive is, it's a deep knowing of what needs to be done without explanation. You understand? Without a logical explanation to it. Because logic is inferior. You think everything has to be, I have a logical, uh, everything has to fit into my logical framework. That is what science is all about. Is it scientific? Arey Baba, is it scientific question itself is a framework of science, which itself is flawed. You understand what I'm trying to say? समझ में आ गया? So are you intuitive in life? Please understand, you have all the answers because you are that. The Guru is in you. That's why Buddha told, Atma Deepo Bhava. Be the light onto yourself. Be independent. Now my question to you is, are you independent in life? Are you independent? When you're independent means you're working on your own light. Independent from your programs, independent from superficial knowledge, and establishing a deep intuitive knowledge on your own light. And that's called enlightenment. So you know what to do, what direction to take in life out of intuition. Otherwise, if that intuition is not there, which you have not given attention to, because you're always giving attention to the intellectual layer, thoughts. And thoughts are many thoughts. ये भी कर सकते हो, वो भी कर सकते हैं, that also, this also, I want this, I want that, I want everything. Okay? And then the programs behind those thoughts. So life becomes a mess. All the spiritual practices are just to help you move away from your program. Get mastery over them. Get mastery over subconscious mind. Okay? Give visibility to you on what is happening in your subconscious mind, which you only don't know what is happening in your subconscious mind. When you are able to have visibility on that layer, you are able to take action without its interference. Otherwise, you are just a program. Somebody shouts at you, you shout back. Something happens in life, you jump. You react. You have no choice. Okay? And from that intuitive layer, beyond that is the top layer. This is Sahasrara, where by the grace of the Guru, when the Gnana has become clear, that I am not the body, I am not the mind, and you're able to acknowledge it in your own light, okay, with your own fully functional mind. Then the layer of presence opens. A deep, present intelligence, which is one with the totality. Okay? Then there's no longer individual. Now the individual has merged with the universal. So Ramakrishna gives the example of a salt doll. As a salt doll, it goes to meet its ancestors and it goes to the ocean When it goes into the ocean, it merges into the ocean. Now, the ocean will not come to you. Yeah, understand? Salt doll has to go to the ocean. Ocean will not come to the salt doll. But the ocean is always there waiting for you. And that is your own true nature. Lord is patiently waiting. Lord doesn't force. Okay? You have to get that craving that I need to know the truth. I need to know who I am. And that's what Buddha got. Like Prince Siddhartha, that urge comes. That urge comes. Now, that urge, why it came, nobody knows. He got the urge looking at one sick person. Okay? Some few bad experiences created the urge. Now, I don't know how many bad experiences you need to go to to get the urge. And it has nothing to do with bad experiences. Okay? So the Janaka Maharaja didn't have any bad experience. Janaka Maharaja was sitting in the palace, in the garden. His stomach is full, fully content. He's trying to sleep. Then he overhears the divine beings having a discussion on Atmagnan. And he gets interested and he gets enlightened. So it has nothing to do with uh, pain. It is just in the probability of pain you are seeking is more. Okay? But if you're intelligent enough, without pain, because you're using other people's reference, you're intelligent enough, just because it's like somebody touches fires and gets burnt, you also don't have to touch fire and get burnt. You can learn from other people's experience. Similarly, you don't have to suffer to seek enlightenment. You can look at, okay, you can read the story of Buddha. Okay, Buddha looked at the people, he went to search the truth. So if you're intelligent enough, that opens up. The intelligent person, and why that intelligence comes is the great grace of Bhagavan again. Okay, it is by the grace of the Lord you get the desire to know yourself, and you get the desire to know yourself. Fortunately for you, if you have a good master, enlightened master to teach you self-knowledge, then you will receive that self-knowledge and become free. And when you become free, nothing will happen in your life. Don't think I'll become free tomorrow. I will start one ashram. Then I will don't have to go to my work. I don't have to go to college. Okay, I don't have to do anything in life. Nothing like that will happen. Tomorrow you have to get up, you have to cook food, you have to eat, right? You have to pay bills. Everything you have to do. But all the time you'll be in deep peace. You'll handle all the complexities of life, whatever life throws you. Okay, again, when you say complexity of life is a concept. Whatever life throws at you, you will handle that peacefully. And you will not add trouble to anybody's life. That is the biggest blessing of enlightenment. Is that one person less in the world to cause trouble to other people. That is the greatest gift to the world you can give. You are no longer part of the problem. You become part of the solution. Is it clear? Until that, you are part of the problem. Please understand. So nothing else will happen. Okay, I will become divine. I'll get wings. I'll go to heaven. Then I will manifest. I do like this, and money will come in my life. I'll heal diseases. I'll touch somebody's blind person's eye, and he'll get eyes. Nothing like that. Okay, all that is concepts of enlightenment. Enlightenment simply means I become free from my concepts. When I'm free from the concept, I am totally in the present moment. When I'm totally in the present moment, life is blissful. Now, is there anything more than that bliss? I don't know. If there is, please tell me also. I'll go and find it. But that is a fulfillment. There is a deep fulfillment and relaxation. Okay? And there's a knowing that, yes, this is it. That is called. Like how you know I'm full, my stomach is full. That is called. And nothing can shake that. No situation, outer situation, no physiological situation, no psychological situation, no intellectual situation, no outer situation can shake that. It's irreversible. And that's called mukti. And is it difficult? It is very, very, very simple. Is it difficult? It is difficult is another concept. It has been programmed into you that is difficult. Lifetimes. Okay, questions. So instinct, intellect, intuition, and highest intelligence. Is it clear? You will know where you are. Instinct is programmed. Intellect is some next level program. Better programs, but another layer of programs. Intuition is more in tune with reality, present moment. Okay, intuitively, a life based on intuition, a deep inner knowing and clarity. Intuitively, there is always peace. Intellectually, there's restlessness. Instinctively, there's disturbance for you and others. Intellectual is always restlessness. Okay, so don't ever think, oh, somebody knows more than me. Somebody's read so many books. I have not read all that. That's an intellectual person. Ramakrishna was unpad. He's uneducated. Okay. Then Ramana Maharshi was uneducated. Mata Amrita Annamaya, fourth class. No intellectual layer. Okay, in a sense, no in equivalent to the what knowledge you think is education. No educational layer. But look at the impact that they have. Not for 10 years, 20 years, hundreds of years. That is because of the intuitive and intelligent layer. Your life will definitely transform. Does enlightenment transform life? I meant to say what you think will happen will not happen, right? Because that's still a program that you picked up from movies and books. But truly what will happen is you will become a universal being. Your intuitive layer and intelligent layer will open up, which will make you a universal being. You will overflow with love and compassion. And out of that love and compassion, whatever is your body mind is designed for, the capability to share. Like a bus is able to take 20 people from point A to point B. Okay, a ship is able to take 1,000 people from point A to point B. A plane is able to take hundreds of people from point A to point B. It is a difference of vehicle. In the same way, a Buddha is able to carry thousands, 10,000 Arihantas. Okay, a Ramakrishna is able to only 10. Yeah, Amma is able to hug millions of people across the world. Okay, it is a vehicle, depends on what that vehicle is designed for. But the Gnani is completely in acceptance with whatever is designed. Okay. Buddha will not look at Krishna and tell, oh, Krishna did so many things, I should also do. I'm also enlightened. Krishna is always dancing and playing the flute. I should also do that. Can you imagine Buddha doing that? Or now, after Buddha, who came? Let's say Ramakrishna looks at Buddha. Oh, Buddha is puts a bun like this. I should also grow my head and put a bun like that. Again, the copy is coming from the mind. Then you will look at Guruji. Oh, Guruji is giving all his classes. When I become enlightened, I will also start giving classes. Right? Do you see that the comparison again is a part of the mind? A non-comparison. Now Osho is there. So at the same time of Osho, there was another master called Jiddu Krishnamurti. So J. Krishnamurti and Osho are worlds apart. Okay. Then at the same time, there's Prabhupada, who is the founder of ISKCON. The flavor in each is different, but the gnana in everybody is the same. Please understand. Gnana is I'm not the body, I'm not the mind, I'm not the intellect. I am consciousness. Okay, the power of consciousness flows through the body mind. Whatever the body mind is designed for will happen. Clear? Any questions? Anna ji, clear?
हाँ जी गुरुजी।
समझ में आ गया? तो कौन से लेयर में आप? Intellectual layer, instinctive layer? Be more intuitive in life. Please understand that the answers are in you. You are the self. All answers are in you. You're not looking, that's all. You're not asking. That's why Jesus told, knock and the door shall open. You're not knocking. Please understand, our rishis were able, I was telling the children in the last class, our rishis were able to close their eyes and figure out the distance between the earth and the sun very accurately. Without any Tesla or Musk to go outside and Mars and all that rocket catcher, billions of dollars, nothing, no investment. Zero investment, highest ROI. How is that possible? What layer is that?
The super intelligent layer.
And where is that? It's in you.
Okay.
So that's why it's called Yat Brahmande Tat Pindande. What is in the macrocosm is in the microcosm. You're interconnected. Okay? Whatever you seek, whatever you want to know, desire, wisdom, everything lies in you. You've never asked. Because you don't have the belief that, oh, I know something. I can know something. Because you have been told that you don't know until you get 100 marks. Until you get 100 marks, you are not eligible to know. Okay? Until your pay scale is at this level, you are always inferior to the person who has bigger pay scale than you. Yes, Ravi?
So what are the other steps to access this intuitive layer or going this intuitive layer? So you said one of them is meditation or just going within. Are there any other steps?
There's only one step. Okay, that step is called, repeat after me, Dhyana Moolam,
Jnana Moolam,
Gaur Murti,
Guru Murti,
Puja Moolam,
Puja Moolam,
Guror Padam,
Gurur Padam,
Mantra Moolam,
Mantra,
Guror Vakyam,
Gurur Vakyam,
Moksha Moolam,
Moksha Moolam,
Guru Kripa.
Guru Kripa.
Only one step. That step is called Guru Kripa. It is a step of grace.
Okay.
Okay, so it is a step, it is a pathless path. It is not step, when I say, when you make it into steps, you think, again, you're encouraging your doership. I will do something and get it. मैं कुछ कर लूंगा, खुद कर लूंगा. Okay, you will get that when you drop that doership. Okay, drop the doership. I am not the doer. I am not the doer. Lord is the doer. Okay, then everything will open up. All the floodgates will open up. Lord is waiting. Okay, it'll just open up. Whatever is required for your life to fulfill your destiny completely and to serve the world for Atmano Mokshartham and Jagaditayacha. Whatever is required will open up. That is why I'll tell you the story of Meher Baba. You have heard of Meher Baba? Everybody heard of Meher Baba? Meher Baba wrote a beautiful book called, he's a Gnani. You can research about him. And always research about Gnanis. Stop researching about all stupid people. Entrepreneurs. Stop researching about actors. ये क्या खाता है, सुबह क्या खाता है, शाम को क्या खाता है, right? ये क्या diet, what lipstick they use. Stop researching all that. Research, please research Gnanis. Read about Meher Baba. He wrote a book called God Speaks. Read that. One of the most wonderful books. So Meher Baba, he is playing as a child. There is a enlightened lady called Babi Jan. Okay, she calls him, "Come here." Okay, and she kisses him on the forehead. That's all. And Meher Baba is enlightened. He he goes into samadhi, and his life is altered. So when Narendranath goes to Ramana Maharshi, sorry, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa touches his chest. Okay, so this is called Shaktipat. It is a path of where the master is passing on the energy. Shaktipat means the path of energy. In the path of energy, you are only a recipient. You are not the doer. But you can't sit without doing. You ask the guru, what should I do? मुझे क्या करना है? अरे तुम्हें कुछ नहीं करना, सिर्फ बैठो ना. Just sit. Can you do that? You can't. Can you do that? Can you sit? Simply sit.
I can try.
You can try that. I can try is also doing. You will try. Okay? Can't do. It takes a long time to unlearn that I need to do. Because our whole education system is do. Our teachers are impressed by the more you do. Okay? If little less you do, you are worse than other person. Now the same logic you apply to guru. Okay, in front of the guru also I should do more. Then I am accepted. Ulta it is. The guru is extremely happy if you can just sit without doing anything. And just simply receive. Simply receive. The master passes on, you receive. And if you want to see a real proof, I am the proof. I am the living proof. Okay? So when I met my master picture is here. When I met him, I had zero knowledge, spiritual knowledge. I didn't even know how. I never even heard the word Sadguru. The Sadguru word has become popular now because of the Sadguru, right? Earlier it was not there. Before he came to the mainstream, there was no word as Sadguru that I had heard. Guru I had heard. Sadguru, enlightenment, Bhagavad Gita, spirituality, nothing. No spiritual education. Okay? But by the grace, overnight, there is a flow of spiritual wisdom. That is the grace of the master. You understand? Fortunately for me, I didn't know anything to ask question. That's when knowledge becomes a burden. The more you know, when you go to the master, you want to test the master. इसको ये सब्जेक्ट पता है क्या, भगवद गीता पता है, श्लोका पता है, चैप्टर का नंबर पता है, संस्कृत पता है. You want to test the master. Fortunately for me, I didn't know anything to question him also, right? So if he tells there is no word, for me there's no word because he says so. If he tells you are not the doer, oh, I'm not the doer. I never thought about it. Because my master is saying so, it is so. Okay, so that is the relationship of a master and disciple, where provided you have found the right master, when you find the real guru, it just opens up. There is no doing. Now you tell me in your life, how many classes you have attended so far, Ravi?
9.
9. Don't you think you have confidence in the spiritual subject? An understanding of its true essence? In 9 classes, you understood the essence of spirituality. Isn't that remarkable? Which people, please understand, you don't know it because you have not interacted with spiritual scholars. When you go and interact with somebody who studied spirituality for 30 years, 40 years, you will realize that I know better. In the sense, I understand the essence better.
Okay.
So when Prabhupada went to America, There, after a little bit, he became famous. He was invited by a professor there in the US. That professor, he told, I am teaching theology, philosophy and theology, and bhakti especially. I've done a PhD in bhakti, and I am teaching it for the last 15, 20 years. Then Prabhupada comes outside. He doesn't tell in front of him. Outside he comes, he tells his disciple, this person is talking about bhakti for 20 years. Not even one drop of tear comes out of his eyes when he tells Krishna.
Wow.
Okay? Somebody is teaching bhakti for 20 years, has no experience of bhakti. Okay? That's what happened in the case of, in the Mahabharata. There's a story of this guy. That guy? Krishna's Vidura. Uddhava is a intellectual. And Uddhava is close to Krishna, the palace. And he's very proud. I have understood Krishna. Then Krishna tells him, you go to my town, okay? In my place, village. When Uddhava goes there, he sees all these gopis. One gopi is dressed up like Krishna. One gopi is talking to fighting with the photo of Krishna. I'll not talk to you, right? One gopi is eating with imaginary Krishna. Okay. Then he concludes all these are nutcases. Okay. I don't know why Krishna sent me here to understand, to learn from them. I have concluded that they're all village girls. That's all. They are infatuated with Krishna. Then he tells, go and tell them that Krishna has a headache, and you have to give the medicine is, if somebody gives the dust from their feet, from the devotee, the headache will go. So Uddhava comes and tells, this is the case. The case is Krishna has a headache. Then when they hear Krishna has a headache, everybody is crying, oh, Krishna has a headache, what can we do, what can we do? Then he tells, if you give the dust of the feet, then what they do is, they immediately put one dupatta on the floor and they all start walking. And so much dust is created. They come and give the dust. Then Uddhava asks, aren't you scared that you're giving the dust? Nobody dares to give the dust for Krishna's head, because how can you give God dust from your feet? You will go to hell. The gopis tell, we will go to hell 1,000 times. You please go and give the dust immediately to the Krishna. So in the interaction with him, in the gopis, he starts crying. Okay? Nobody is able to make Uddhava cry. Okay? No political situation, no difficult situation, not even bhakti is able to crack him. But when he sees what is bhakti first time with his own eyes, he cracks. Okay? So that is the transmission in the presence. No book is required. No class is required. Okay? Gopis are not giving any theology, teaching, step number 1, step number 2, nothing. They are living that. And Uddhava is able to feel that. In the same way, in the presence of the master, you feel the truth is there. You feel that love. And trust me, you don't know what is love. You have not seen love until you are in the presence of a master. In the presence of the master is where you will first time, it will hit you what is love. Pure love and pure silence. You don't understand what is silence. And in the presence of the master, no effort is needed to go become silent. In your house, you have to shut all doors. You have to make everybody shut up, keep quiet. You have to put arti and everything, and do japa 100 times, do kapalabhati, bastrika, everything, and then 1 second of silence you get. In the presence of the master, the silent happens naturally. Mind just shuts down. Even if the master tells speak, you can't speak. So Swami Vivekananda was suffering because of poverty. Okay, at that time, very difficult situation, right? He's trying. He is educated. He's trying. He speaks very good English. He's trying for job. He's not getting job anywhere. So Ramakrishna tells him, okay, you go ask Mother Kali for money. He goes. Then Ramakrishna is waiting outside. Have you heard the story? Pannaji, sunaya apne?
Guruji.
Right? So he comes back and he tells, oh, Ramakrishna asks you, what did mother tell? What did mother tell? Vivekananda tells, I didn't ask the question only. No, go again. He goes again. Again he comes back. Did you ask? No, I didn't ask. Why are you not asking? Vivekananda tells, before going inside, I make full strategy. I'm going to ask this, I'm going to ask that, I'm going to tell this, I'm going to tell that. But the moment I go there, nothing comes. That is the presence of the divine. In the presence of the divine, there's a your deepest core is touched. Nobody is able to touch that in your life. Everybody is able to touch only superficial. Even the person who has spent time with you closest for 30, 40, 100 years also will only touch your intellectual layer or instinctive layer. Only the Guru penetrates through your deepest core, self. And that transforms you. So now the question is, okay, all this is great, stories are great. How will I get there? Very simple process. Just close your eyes and receive. Think of the master, think of the Sadguru, and think that the Sadguru has placed, and that's why Sadguru is not imagination. God is imagination. Krishna you have never seen. Have you seen Krishna? Rama you've seen? Any deity you have seen? It is all mental. Guru is not mental. Guru is physical. That's why living master, not dead master. You can never have a dead master. That is still a mental concept. Your living master is in your time and space. Okay? That living master passes the energy. And you receive it. And your mind naturally becomes silent. So the teaching is, the understanding is, Guru is in me. You understand? Who is in you? The Sadguru is in you. And when that becomes clear, you seek the answer within. In fact, before you seek the answer, the solution comes. That's called intuition. You know that force starts leading your life. Nobody has to tell you, nobody has to guide you. That is the awakening of the inner master. And that is the significance of the Karana Guru, the outside. Ravi, is it clear? There are no questions. We'll go into the experience. Read out. Gautam,
No, Guruji.
Radhika. You said you have so many questions.
No, Guruji.
So many questions. I have so many questions.
No, the last one answered everything. The one that you just mentioned.
All questions are for the ego.
Hmm.
Okay, all questions are in Maya. Maya ka questions have Maya answers. Okay, all questions have answers, but they're not real answers. No, because no question is real, no answer is real. All questions are Maya questions, all questions are Maya answers. Something told, but it's not real. The reality is beyond the intellect, beyond thought. It's just in silence. Okay, so let us receive The gnana is, I am not the body, I am not the mind, I am not the intellect. Is that clear? Any doubts in that? I am not the body. Is it clear?
Mhm.
So where is your body? Point to your body.
Yeah.
Am I this body?
No.
How?
Because the body changes, but I am constant.
I am unchanging. I am the I principle. So you say I, Gautam, you say
I do.
I do, right? Parna, you say I, me, you say I,
Yeah.
Aditya, you say I, Ravi, you say I,
Yeah, Guruji. Always.
always.
Mhm.
Soumya, you say I,
Yes, Guruji.
all of you say I. That means the I doesn't belong to you, right? You say I, everybody says I. And somebody says I in US, somebody says I in Ireland, somebody says I in India. Everybody's saying the I. So that means that I is not in space. Is I in space? It is not constrained to some space because somebody in Mars also will tell I,
Mm.
correct?
Yeah.
Right? Somebody in Mars also will say I. Somebody 10,000 years ago told I. Somebody in the future, after you're gone, will also say I. So I is clearly beyond space and time.
No, Guruji, but I don't understand this. Like, just because someone says it in different place, how does it make it unconstrained by space or time?
You say I,
Yeah.
she says I.
Mm.
What are you claiming when you say I? Are you referring to the body?
I'm no,
No.
no.
She referring to the body?
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't know.
Okay. Let's say you are sleeping and
Okay.
who is your role model in life?
Uh, I I can't think of anyone
Okay,
right now.
Elon Musk, let's say. Elon Musk,
Okay.
you are sleeping in the bunk bed. You are sleeping down, he's sleeping up.
Okay.
Okay, you're only sleeping up, he's sleeping down. Both of you are sleeping.
Okay.
When you're asleep, when you're awake, you are telling, I am Gautam. He's telling, I am Elon.
Mm.
Now, both of you go into sleep. What happens to Gautam and Elon? They've disappeared. What
Mm.
remains?
The the self.
In deep sleep. Let's say in
Yeah.
dream, again, there is a distinction. You go
Mm.
into deep sleep, Elon goes into deep sleep.
Mm.
Now, are there two people?
No. No.
Who is there? What is there in deep sleep? I am is there.
Yeah.
I am Elon. I am Gautam is not there. I am is there.
Yeah.
It's a pure I is there.
Hmm.
That is your experience. Correct?
Yeah.
What is Elon's experience?
Same experience.
Now it's the same experience. How many eyes are there?
Oh, there are so many eyes.
No.
Oh,
How many?
okay. Like in deep sleep, there's just one eye. Okay.
Okay, now look at the dream. In the dream, you see thousands of people.
Okay.
You say I in dream.
I do. Yeah.
Other person says I.
Hmm.
How many
Yeah.
eyes are there?
But there's only one eye. Yeah.
In the same way, there's only one I. When you say I, you're referring to that I, Supreme I. When she says
Hmm.
I, she's referring to Supreme I. When Elon says I, she's referring to Supreme I. I is only
Okay.
one.
Hmm.
I, you you think that I is body, mind, intellect. Then it becomes individual. Now
Hmm.
that is a concept, not reality.
Hmm.
You understand? I am Gautam is in this case Gautam is what? What is Gautam?
Gautam is this body and mind complex.
When Gautam is not there, am I there?
Yeah.
Yes, I am there when Panna is not there. I am there when Gautam is not there. Right? So Gautam is a skin that I wear for temporary. I am the one who becomes Gautam momentarily. I am not Gautam. You understand?
Yeah.
Then what am I if I am not Gautam?
I'm the witness.
I am just pure witness, consciousness. I'll call it consciousness or awareness.
Awareness.
And that awareness is only one. And that is what we always refer to as I. And that is what we always know that I am unchanging. See, 20 years ago you said I.
Yeah.
Now you're saying I.
Yeah.
Has the I changed?
No.
I has not changed, but something has changed. Body has changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mind has changed.
Hmm.
So Gautam has changed.
Yeah.
Has I changed?
I hasn't changed.
I, unchanging I is the reality.
Okay.
The problem
But
is, but what?
I don't understand how the I in me and the I in someone else is the same I. Like, I know that when we sleep, it's only the knowing and the witness, but I
Okay.
don't know. There
So when you
is
say
some.
I, what is that I?
It's the witness,
When
the
she says I,
awareness,
when she says I, what is I?
the same awareness.
Is awareness too?
No.
Awareness is like space.
Hmm.
Awareness is like space.
Okay.
In space, there are two buildings.
Hmm.
Inside the space, there is building. Inside the building, there is space.
Yeah.
Outside the building, there is space.
Yes.
My hand. Inside my hand, there is space.
Yeah.
Outside my hand, there is space.
Yeah.
The two spaces are different.
No.
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 So this is a body.
Okay.
Inside the body, there's consciousness.
Yeah.
Outside the body, there's consciousness.
I can't. I don't know. Like,
Yeah. So the
how is there
awareness is that which holds everything.
Okay.
Okay. So everything is in awareness, in consciousness.
Hmm.
In that consciousness, the waves arises like bodies, like in the ocean, the waves arises. In the same way, now the wave, one wave, it tells it's identifying that I am wave, I'm individual. That's another wave. Now, what I'm trying to tell is, I'm asking both these waves about it, about the I feeling.
Hmm.
Now, both the wave tell, oh yes, I feel I. That I is water.
Right.
How many waters are there?
There's only one water. Yeah.
That one,
Okay.
that one I is what all of us claim. I.
Hmm.
So when you're when you're away from the I, there are many. But if you go back to the I, if you just hold the I, go only to the I. That's why Ramana Maharshi told, ask who am I? When you just drop the body, mind, intellect, association. When I say drop, association with it. Mentally drop association. And just go to the pure feeling of I. The feeling of I happens here.
Right.
So when you close your eyes, so now I'm taking a new, different pathway. There are two
Okay.
paths to realization. First path, what I told,
Guru Kripa.
path of surrender. Okay. And
Okay.
this is the other path of inquiry. Path of inquiry is you go to the feeling of I and just stay with the feeling of pure I. Just I, pure I. And you will rest in pure awareness.
Okay.
That is the path of inquiry. Or you ask, who am I? And go back to the source of thought. Source of thought is
Okay.
go to the source of thought, which is I principle. So there's the I principle, which is Brahman, consciousness. Then there is appearance, which is body, mind, intellect. Then there is a ignorance, which associates the I principle with the body mind and makes it into me. That is called ego.
Right.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
But the problem is, you think the ego is dictating now.
Hmm.
The whole process of Vedanta is inquiring, cross-questioning that ego,
Yeah.
and going back to pure I.
Hmm.
Yes, Ravi, your question?
So when I have this awareness that we are all part of the same I, so the I in me is the same as the I in the other person. And when I have this knowledge, and I also have another knowledge that in this world we need to um, enact according to our roles and deal with other people based on their rules. So I have this knowledge. So now, how do I put it into use? For example, how do I make use of this knowledge that we are all part of the collective I, and yet we need to deal with each other in their own respective roles? How do we put this into real situations? For example, when we are having some conflicts, or when I have some conflicts, or when I have some arguments with the other person, how do I use this information and um,
You cooked rice.
yeah,
You made rice, right?
yeah.
So cooked rice, how do you know it's cooked?
You just take one grain.
One
You
grain, by touching one grain, everything is cooked,
yeah.
right? Same way, when you realize that I am self,
Mm.
okay, then you realize that self is everything is self.
Yeah.
Then you realize everything's essential nature is self.
Okay.
Then you realize everything is essentially myself.
Mm.
Okay. Now, this is not at an intellectual level.
Yeah.
This goes and transforms the subconscious impressions.
Mm.
Okay. Otherwise, it's only intellectual understanding. Then there's a question of how to implement it and all that.
Mm.
When it becomes it's called aparoksha anubhuti, meaning it goes deep into subconscious. Then, even with eyes open, there is no misconception that I am the body, neither the other person is of the body.
Mhm.
The wave, when it understands it is water, it will still see the other waves, but it will never again fall into the trap that it is wave. Okay? Then how my interaction will happen? My interaction will be more spontaneous, free from programs, whatever is required for that situation, depending on what is happening.
Mhm.
It will definitely be more uh, out of love, compassion. So I'll tell it in another way, different way. So life is two opposing forces. They are called devatas and asuras. So the divine forces, demonic forces. That's why you see in all the Puranic stories, the devatas are asuras fighting constantly. Okay, so life is four devatas, asuras. Now, in the story of Mahabharata, there's a story where Krishna is still not taken a side to fight.
Mm.
And Arjuna and Duryodhana go to Krishna to ask him, please come on my side. Okay. Krishna tells, I cannot split myself. One person will get my army, one person will get me. But the condition to take me is I won't fight. That is the clause. I won't fight, I won't do anything. I'll just do a very small job, which is driving the chariot. That is my condition. I'm happy to join any team. Duryodhana will tell, what will I do with the useless Krishna? I'll take Krishna's army. Arjuna will tell, I want Krishna. So here, Arjuna represents devatas, good qualities, devic forces. and it's a universal symbolism. In the universe, there are divine forces. So anything that's good happening in your life, please understand it's because of devatas. Okay, devatas all are trying to do good in the world. Anything that is good happening in the world, it is because of devatas. Any destruction happening is because of asuras. Now both are required. Okay, it will never be a case where devatas are only there or asuras only there. No, it will always be there. Both are there. Both are required for the world to function. Okay, without it, it will not work. If asuras are not there, you have no motivation to do anything in life. Okay, can you imagine? There is no Ravana, then Rama has no role. Rama is nothing. You won't even know somebody called Rama existed. You know Rama exists because of Ravana.
Yeah.
So the forces are constantly playing in the universe at various levels. Now, I am Sakshi. And what am I? The story is telling that you are neither Devatas nor Asura. You are Krishna. But Krishna is Sakshi, is free. But Krishna takes the side of who?
Devatas.
Devatas.
Devata.
So in any situation, what side you should take?
Devatas.
Understanding very well you are not that.
Hmm.
You understand that? What I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
You are witness. Okay? But always take this, always nourish that which nourishes the whole.
Okay.
Always move in the direction that which is good for you and the whole.
Hmm.
That which is destructive for me and the whole is asuric pravarti.
Hmm.
That which is good for me and the whole is daivik pravarti. Yes, Gautam, you have a question?
Yeah. So, Guruji, what if Duryodhana picked Krishna? Like,
He will not. It's against his nature.
okay.
Duryodhana will
Right.
pick army. Duryodhana says,
Hmm.
what Duryodhana says is, he has a choice now. The choice is,
Okay.
I have an army. It's called the army of Balrama. Balrama had an army.
Hmm.
Of Kenya. It's a very powerful army. Number, it's a specific
Yeah.
number.
I think. Hmm.
Some certain Akshawanis, like a certain number of soldiers. Okay.
Yeah.
And Krishna, who is useless. Okay, one man who is telling he will not even fight. Okay, even
Yeah.
all powerful, he's telling he will not even fight. What will I choose? What do you choose?
Hmm. No,
It's
I
like
mean,
it's a choice between intellectual and intuitive. So
Ah,
yeah.
Duryodhana chose the intellectual, and Arjuna chose the intuitive.
exactly. Right?
Hmm.
The intellectual override. If the choice is presented in front of you, $1 billion in front of you, and enlightenment, what will you choose?
I mean,
Enlightenment is
right now.
there's no effect.
Yeah. No,
You
no,
will, oh, $1 billion, what all I can buy. So that we'll give bribe to Guruji and get enlightenment also. And Guruji will take the bribe, okay? So,
no.
please, it's not so easy. That choice you think you have, that instinct will override. It's like donkey, It's like telling
Uh,
why donkey did not kick. It has no choice. It will kick.
yeah.
Duryodhana selecting Krishna is equivalent to telling donkey will not kick.
Hmm.
This is nature.
Okay.
It's like telling Ravana will not kidnap Sudha. Then there's no story, no?
Yeah.
If all the people don't behave according to their nature, it's
No,
like
but no. My question is, what would Krishna do in that case? Like, what if?
Krishna. Krishna is open to that possibility. When Krishna gives the choice, please don't
Hmm.
think Krishna is playing a malice. He is
Hmm.
genuinely telling, I will come to anybody.
Yeah.
His what is that? Openness is not manipulative. It is genuine.
Hmm.
If Duryodhana
Hmm.
had chosen Krishna, he would have gone with him.
Okay.
At the same time, and that's what there are many stories of Shiva, right? Shiva blesses all the asuras.
Hmm.
Asuras do tapasya, and God appears and they ask a boon, and God blesses. Right?
Hmm.
God is not partial. That you see in the world, no? All terrorist and other people are all well, then you think all the bad people have everything, I don't have anything. सोचा है कभी आपने? हाँ? और ये सब बुरे लोग हैं, इनके पास सब है, आई एम सच अ गुड पर्सन, आई डोंट हैव. देखा है आपने ऐसा? So God is impartial, please understand. There is no partial, okay, this person is good, I have to give him, nothing like that.
Mm.
For God, everybody is a child. Okay, when Krishna puts the choice, he is genuine. But at the same time, Krishna knows the nature of the world.
Mm.
I'm standing in front of a donkey, the donkey will kick.
Right.
You touch the fire, it will burn.
Yeah.
So that way, the Asuric forces are forces of destruction and uh, disease and disturbance.
Mm.
And there are Devata forces. And this is the 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita. The entire 16th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is on this principle. It's called Daivasura Sampad Vibhaga Yoga.
Mm.
You have a choice. And as Atma, as Sakshi, you have now become free from the instinctive layer or programs. Now, one who's free from the programs becomes a blessing to the world. And that's what a Gnani is, to whatever their capacity.
Mm.
Okay, not that they will be at the capacity caliber of a Buddha or a Ramana Maharshi, whatever capacity. There are many enlightened beings in the world we don't even know of. All these Buddha, Ramana Maharshi and all are exceptional celebrities.
Right.
It might be somebody in your own radius, geographical radius, that you don't know because they're so ordinary.
Yeah.
Because how will you measure the peace and inner quality?
Mm.
So Ravi, there's no answer to the question in that sense. You will know only when you know. Whatever comes in the world, you will deal with it with acceptance, with silence, with grace. Knowing very well that it's a Maya. You will deal with it as if it's a drama.
Okay.
Now, in the drama, does it make sense to ask the question when you know everybody's an actor? What the question you're asking is, if he tells that dialogue, what dialogue should I tell? That's your question, right? But in
How
the
to,
drama,
how to
huh?
deal with situations was my question. So when there are
Correct.
intense,
That's what I say. The drama you're asking, if some situation comes up in the drama, will anybody ask that question, knowing it's a drama? You will tell, okay, if that drama situation comes up, I'll give a drama answer. Right? That's the response, no?
Mm.
The problem is when you think it is reality.
Yeah.
Huh? When somebody says this, you cannot, this is a strategy of the ego to prepare for future. If what is stock, what if I lose job, what if stock market goes down, what if this happens, what if that happens, all strategies. So I want to be safe. That is coming from a deep inner fear. Gnani is fearless. That's why J. Krishnamurti told what is the difference between Gnani and Agnani is the statement he made is a very, very powerful statement that all Gnanis live by. The state, and it's not words. When Gnani says, please understand, when you say, most of the things you say is just words, meaningless words, they have no real value. When Gnani says any single word, it has immense power behind it. J. Krishnamurti told, I am enlightened because I don't give a damn what happens in my life. And he means that. Let disease come, death come, let me be stripped of everything. I won't shake. Nothing, because it's Maya. That is my level of understanding. Until that clarity comes, you'll always be thinking of scenarios in Maya, thinking it's real. Why to plan for scenarios in Maya which is not? That's how Amma works. Amma had a sickle to her neck. Okay? And she told, if I'm meant to die by your hands, I'll die. Now can you now you start planning when somebody keeps a sickle to my head? What will I do? I'll punch him in the stomach. Then I always carry one pepper spray with me, right? I should go to martial arts class.
No, but that is part of playing the role, right?
What? Learning martial arts.
No, like defending yourself.
Defending yourself is fine, but
Yeah.
that's a line, no?
But then, okay, we shouldn't think about it in advance. Is what you're
You
saying.
do you do what is possible. Please
Mm.
understand. I'm not telling don't learn martial arts, don't learn self-defense. Okay? Learn it. But don't go on living in a mental world, dealing with mental situation. Come to
Okay.
reality. No.
Mm.
Come to reality. Or don't go on living in mental situations. People live their entire life in what is that called? Hallucination
Mm.
of all things that will never happen.
Right.
And thinking about all things that will never happen, you are very young right now. You don't realize. 40 years later, anybody older have realized this? I wasted my whole life thinking about things that will never happen. Anaji,
हाँ जी गुरुजी.
हुआ है ऐसा?
हाँ.
पूरा life चला गया. I went on thinking about all these things. Strategies.
Hmm.
ऐसा करूंगा, तो वैसा करूंगा, ऐसा होगा, वैसा होगा. Nothing happened. Wasted my life. I should have simply been happy at least. And please understand, you are divine. Whatever life will throw at you, you have the capacity to handle. Don't ever think you are weak. Never ever think that. You have the ability to influence stars, planets, galaxies, change the world. And not only that do you have to do that, you have the ability to inspire that in others.
Mm.
Okay? In a time of no social media, Swami Vivekananda told only two lines: arise, awake, stop not until your goal is reached. How many words? Arise, awake, stop not until your goal is reached. He awakened the whole country to fight against the Britishers. No social media, no medium of, like, no communication channels, but the powerful words of the Gnani. Now, that power is not rested only with what is Vivekananda? I,
Gnani.
I.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
What are you?
I'm also the same.
Am I?
Mm.
The difference is only in the body mind. There is
Yeah.
no difference in consciousness. Please understand. There
Mm.
is absolutely no difference in consciousness. It's like gold. Necklace is gold, ring is gold. There's no difference in gold. Only the form is different. That's all.
Yeah.
The problem is you identify with the form too much and
Mm.
get crippled and get handcuffed. Nobody's handcuffing you. Krishna tells very clearly in the Gita, Mana eva karanam manushyanam bandha mokshayo. Your own mind is handcuffing you. Nobody's stopping you from doing anything. Radhika?
Yes, Guru. Just to take up Ravi's question further, I mean, I'm just stating a hypothetical scenario here. So imagine we have, a CEO of a company who has to sack a lot of employees so that they run in profit. And most of the employees have, are living below their means. So if we see according to the concept of karma, which of course we shouldn't take into consideration, but still, isn't, will he not be affected by that concept of karma because he will have so many employees who have been sacked, um, turning against him or having bad intentions for him in their mind? So how do we overcome this situation? And this could be any way, like dealing with a toxic husband, with in-laws, anywhere. I mean, it's not possible to please everyone, but then how do we get out of that concept of karma? And if it is a concept, I
Okay.
know we shouldn't be worried, but then we are programmed in such a way that, it makes us feel worried. Yeah.
So I told you the answer, right? There is no individual doer. As long as you identify as an individual doer, only there is karma. The moment you rest as Atma, there's two points of view. Point of view of the ego, point of view of the Atma. From the point of view of the ego knows, okay, I'm doing something wrong, I'm doing something right. Okay? The ego is associating with either Daivi Sampati or Asurik Sampati. If the ego associates with Daivi Sampati, it will get Punya Phala, it will enjoy it. If the ego associates with Asurik Sampati, it will get Papa, it will suffer. Okay? Then, until it comes to the maturity of realization, where it realizes I'm neither. I'm not the doer. It's all a cosmic play. Then I'm just a spectator. I'm not the doer. So Krishna was instrumental in the death of 40 million people. Does he have karma?
No. Yeah, no.
No, he doesn't have. He's not the doer. So as long as you have the feeling that I am the doer, you are stuck. So then you have to
Yeah.
work on gnana.
Yeah, but then coming to that technical aspect where Gandhari actually cursed him after that war, that his Yadava Kula will perish and he will be killed. That did happen.
No, it didn't happen. That happened. That did happen is your the story from your point of view. For Krishna, nothing is happening. It's like in the play, there's a play going on. The play has to end, right? Can the play go on forever?
No.
Can the drama go on forever? You all have to go back home. Spectators have to go back home, no? Right? The play has to end. Somehow they should bring it to a conclusion. In that bringing to a conclusion, everybody who's part of the play has come. The role has to come to an end.
Yeah.
So there are many series, no, Game of Thrones and all. They keep killing characters. So the characters have to be killed. Right? So it's a part of the play. It's not curse coming. Can you curse Krishna?
No.
Seeing Krishna is telling, like you shouting at the sun. See, all these are is still they're still you're in the layer of programs. The Gnani has gone beyond blessing and curse, gone beyond doership, gone beyond all identification. But we try to trap the Gnani in our understanding. So you, and all these questions are invalid in the sense that who is asking the question?
Ego, a programmed ego.
Program is asking the question. What answer will I give that program? Tell me. It's like computer is asking a question. Will you feel like answering? Like computer asks, no? When you open the Alexa asks you, "Hey, how was your day?" You have Alexa in the house?
Yeah.
पन्ना जी के घर में है Alexa. Alexa पूछती है आपसे पन्ना जी, "Hey, Panna, how's your day going?"
I will not reply.
Does it make sense? Even if you answer, does it understand? If you tell, "Oh, my day is going good," does it understand? Your program is like that. Please understand. Even if an answer is given, it doesn't understand. So don't become free from the layer of mind. Go beyond the mind, then everything becomes clear. Don't try to solve, you can never ever solve the problem of the mind with the mind. Or any problem in life, you can never solve any problem by being in that dimension. For example, you have toothache. When you have toothache, you have to go to a dimension where that person doesn't have the problem, who's dentist. If dentist also has toothache, he cannot help you. When you have a problem, you always go to a place where that problem doesn't exist. समझ में आ गया? let's say you have problem in your house. If you go to your neighbor who also has some problem in their house, now you have two problems. Earlier you had one problem, now you have two problems. So you can never ever solve the problem by being in the dimension of the problem. Is that part clear?
Yeah.
Any problem for that matter, even the job problem, right? The job problem has to be solved from a higher dimension. That's called upskilling or networking or whatever. Every problem has to be solved by going to the next higher dimension, not lower dimension or not same dimension. Okay, so if you're ill, you can go lower dimension. You can do the same thing that is causing you more illness. Okay, or you can spread the illness, or you can prolong it, or you can go seeking help from a higher dimension doctor. So when the mind has a problem of doership, enjoyership, knowership. I am the doer, I am the knower, I am the enjoyer. Okay, and that's called bhavaroga. Mind has roga, disease. It's called bhavaroga. Bhavaroga, it thinks everything that it sees is real, everything that it knows is real, everything that it thinks is real, every idea that comes up in its head is real. Okay, the whole world is trying to attack it. God is trying to attack it. Okay, mind is filled with concepts. It's called bhavaroga. Bhavaroga keep on creating uh, disturbance. Now, what is the solution for bhavaroga? Is one is bhakti. Bhakti is devotion. Bhakti purifies. And ultimately, it's gnana. Gnana will annihilate the mind. It's called mano nasha. No temporary solution will work. There's mano laya. Laya is like you have some disease, you get painkiller. That is called laya, but it doesn't solve the problem. Let's say the disease is cancer, you can't give painkiller. You have to do surgery. Atma is surgery to the disease of the mind. There is no solution. Please understand, there is no solution to the mind apart from the surgery done by the Atmagnani Guru. Every other solution is only painkiller, laya. Okay, you go drink alcohol, you go party, you go do something, you distract yourself, you read some book, do some meditation, do some puja. Everything is temporary. Nothing solves the problem. Has anything solved the problem so far? I'm sure you're very intelligent. You've tried many solutions. And it doesn't solve the problem for lifetimes until you meet the master. Is it scary?
No,
Is it clear?
it is clear.
You are not
Like,
the doer. You tell me how karma is applicable to you. You are not the doer. How can you think you're the doer? Lift your hand. Where are you in the video? I can't see you.
no, I'm not able to, switch the video on when I'm on my mobile. I'm not
Okay,
sure
lift the
why.
hand. Lift the hand.
Yeah,
Did you lift the hand?
yeah. No, I did not. There were many other programs or many other causes for that, which
Who lift the
made
hand?
me like,
Who lift the hand?
not me.
Not me lift the hand. Correct?
Mm.
Okay. Not me lift. And not me is how many things?
Many,
Many.
countless,
So not
infinite.
me lift the hand. Correct?
Mm.
So not me is doing the actions. Not only in you, for everybody it's not me. And who is that not me? Is totality, Prakriti. Prakritehe kriyamanani gunai karmani sarvashaha. Ahankara vimudatma kartaham iti manyate. The not you is doing the work. That's the totality. That's Paramatma. Now, why are you taking the karma? When this becomes clear, that that person, that the Gnani, also becomes incapable of doing anything wrong in the world as a byproduct of jnana. That person becomes incapable of doing any adharmic. Okay? It is not that I will do anything that I want because I'm not the doer. No. I am not the doer because the totality is doing. Okay? At the same time, I will not do anything to harm my own self. Why will I do something to harm myself? Because now my sense of self is not body, it's totality. So I am not the doer. The body mind, Lord is doing through this body mind. Lord is doing through all body minds. Okay? And I am clear, I am Atma. Now I will, with the body mind, I will use the body mind for what it is made for. What is the body mind made for?
To use it as a tool.
Paropakaram.
Paropakaram.
Idam shariram.
Idam shariram.
Body is designed for paropakara. So that is the story of the Devatas. I told you the force of Devatas and Asuras, right? There's a churning of the ocean and the Amrita comes out. And Vishnu takes the form of Mohini to give the Amrita. Now, there's another variant of that story where the Mohini ties bamboo to the hands. Okay? And you have to drink it. You know what the Asuras do? Asuras try to drink it and they are not able to drink it. It spills. Because it spills, they don't let the other Asura also drink. They hit the other hand. If I can't drink, you also can't drink. You know what Devatas do? They feed the other person in front of them, and the other person feeds him. So they all become immortals. They all get Amrita, they don't die. And Asuras, they're not immortals. So the story is the life is there for paropakara. You grow by giving. You want to be, so somebody went to a master, guru, and he says, Master, I'm very, very discouraged. What do I do? The master replied, encourage others. Whatever problem you have in your life, you solve that same problem for somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. You are poor, you want money, you help somebody else make money, you'll make money. Okay. You are disturbed, you bring peace to somebody else, peace will flow in your life. You want gnana, you want liberation. Bring that liberation in somebody else's life. Liberation will flow in abundance to your life. You have so much that you don't know what to do with it. Whatever you seek in your life, you bring that in somebody else's life. Little bit. That will. So that's what Devatas did. Devatas wanted Amrita. But they got Amrita by giving Amrita to somebody else. You understand? Asuras wanted Amrita. But when they realized they can't get it, they made sure other people also don't get it. The two kinds of people in the world. If I can't have it, other people can't have it. Okay. Or I grow by giving. So parasparam bhavayantaha. In chapter number 3 of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna tells. So all these stories are only, they take the teaching either from the Upanishad, typically the Upanishads, they take the teaching and blow it up into a story. And you know the story, but you don't know the meaning of the story. So you're here to grow, definitely to grow. And Devata's jobs are make you to grow, bring you growth in all aspects of life. But the secret of growth is by doing yagna, giving. You grow by giving. Give, you grow. That's true in the corporate also. No? If you don't give, will they keep you in the office?
Yeah.
The more you contribute to the company, the more you grow. Simple logic. If you don't give, they'll throw you out. Same thing in the universe. If you don't give, then you are a parasite. Taking. Then that becomes suffering. Pannaji, clear? Any doubt?
All clear, Guruji.
Huh?
Clear.
Okay. So let us receive the blessing of the Sadguru, by whose grace, the ignorance, deep ignorance is destroyed, the intuition is awakened, the energies, the downward and outward flowing energies, reverse and move upward, and the body mind becomes a vehicle of the divine, not a selfish, sucking entity. Okay. And the center is, today's center is the Sahasrara, just a few inches above here. So close your eyes. Visualize the hand, the palm of the Sadguru on top of your head, Sahasrara. Receive the blessing. In total surrender, reverence, and love. Simply seek from the Divine Master and receive the blessings. Rest your awareness at the top of the head, Sahasrara. Now, I ask you the question, who are you? Let the answer come from the silence. Just stay in the awareness of the top of the head and see what answer appears. I ask you, who are you? Slowly open your eyes. So, Annaji, who are you? क्या आंसर आया?
कुछ नहीं आया गुरुजी.
What is there? कुछ नहीं आया. What is there? क्या था तब?
कुछ नहीं था, just dark and light. I don't know. It was something.
That is you. That is deathless, birthless, bodiless, problemless, futureless. That is Brahman. Ravi?
It was also some kind of light, but there is also awareness there, that I'm aware that I am being blessed. I'm being blessed by my guru. It was an awareness.
Is it expansion or contraction?
It was an expansion.
That is you. Is it clear? What are you is clear? Who are you is clear? Radhika?
Yes, Guruji. Even I could see different shades of blue color and nothing. I mean, the the thought or that feeling of nothingness
That
that
is
stayed
clear.
there.
Please understand. Mind is not the reality.
Hmm.
This is a reality. Even like this is a screen on which the images of the world come. This doesn't die. That is you. Okay? The fear of death disappears when you know yourself as this Brahman, deathless. And nothing can happen to that. Nothing that happens on the images is like telling the nothing on the movie happening in the movie will touch the screen. Yeah? Gautam?
Yes, Guruji. It was just silent, and there was no light, but just silence. And
Saji?
I could feel the awareness here. Yeah.
You could feel the vibration. Yeah.
Yeah.
Saji?
Complete blankness, Guruji.
Yeah. Suman?
Guruji, I had something to say here. Sorry for my background. It's just that whenever nowadays when I sit down, and when I focus on the forehead, it's a different story. But when I focus on top, I feel something is pulling me, and I feel sort of pain or something. And nowadays when I close my eyes, it's a new world. I feel I'm actually more alive and I'm watching something. I don't know what is happening, but I tend to become bit more experimentative. I want to explore what is there inside. I want to go here, there. Something is happening, Guruji. I don't know what is it. Is good or bad?
Yeah, so that is because of your yagna phala. That's what I tell people. People don't understand. Only when you do yagna, the yagna phala comes. The yagna phala brings various changes in the subconscious mind. It cleans. When it cleans, the energy that is, see, typically the energy in your body is always spent on thinking about the past and the future. Okay? By when you're doing yagna, all energy you're thinking on, oh, yagna, I have to do, like, let's say you do puja at home, you're thinking about, okay, I should get food, I should do. So your mind is moving upward. So, and that frees the energy from lower centers. So a lot of desires will come, maybe desire to do more yagna, desire to do something bigger for the students, for the world, all that naturally happens. So that's the energy moving upward. So it's very good, very auspicious. Continue. And that's the churning of the ocean. When the ocean is churned, a lot of phalas will come. Kamadenu will come, many jewels will come, Lakshmi will come, ultimately Amrita will come. Okay, so it's called uh, there is mukti is of two types: krama mukti and sadhyo mukti. So it's the energy going upwards. So it's very auspicious. Continue your yagna, and you will the desires also will come, but the desire will be for loka kalyana. So desires will come that I have to maybe publish a book, or I have to do this program, all this kind of. And when the desire comes, you will also see that to fulfill that desire, whatever is required also will come. Both will come. It will happen instantly. So that is the work of the devatas. So very good. So who am I is clear? You are not the body. Where is the body when you are inside? When there's no thought, no body, no world, everything is just a thought. No thought, no body, no world, no dream, no question. Just a pure awareness. So I'm very happy that you were able to see that. My pranams to that divinity. My pranams to the Sadguru in you. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. My pranams. If there are no more questions, you can close for the day. Questions? Any doubts? We close for the day.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om.
Hari Om Guru.
Hari Om Guruji.
Hari Om Guruji. Hari Om.